Yeah, let's do something different today. I still don't know if I like that. So this is an idea I've had for quite a while. Well, long time. Like most of the car. I've been sitting and thinking about it for years. Today we're gonna try out one of my ideas. I got a little bit of advice from a race car builder a while back about aerodynamics on the back end of some of these old muscle cars like this. Well, pony car, sports car, whatever you call it. And for road use, basically, this back end could benefit from a spoiler. So I know I can go out and buy one, but it's not really going to be what I want. It's not going to serve the purpose that I want. And most spoilers are made for a single purpose. Either a drag race spoiler or a street spoiler that just looks cool, or a spoiler that has proper angle for downforce, for cornering. I kind of want all three of those, so we definitely have to make something custom. So what I really want is something that does multiple things, of course. And it's going to be tricky, but also sounds like fun. This is the kind of project that I enjoy. Something I haven't seen before, at least not in the way I envision it. And we're going to try something new and try and make it work. Basically, I'll probably end up forcing it to work because it's kind of what I do. Whether it's a good idea or not, I'm probably going to do it anyway. No. Much better, right? This cardboard's a little short, which is fine because I could double it up to add some stiffness to it so we can manipulate it better. For general street use, I want this to be about 30 degrees from level. Oh, it's too short. Let me tell you, these woodworking clamps come in handy so often on this car project. I guess they're just generic clamps, but people usually use them for woodworking. It works great. Basically, we're just going to get close here. We don't need to be perfect. This is proof of concept time. That's about 30. Oops. Surely I won't need this board in the future. It's going to be about like that. I'm going to put it up here. Put it down at the very tail of the trunk. If I put this about, in line with this end cap line, that looks pretty good, actually. And it gives me a chance to support down to the trunk. But if I put it at the very back, of course that's in the way, is a little better look, maybe? I think I'm going to put it up here for now because I want that extra support, because this is not going to be a static spoiler. which you may have noticed by the thumbnail. I want this one to move. And I want it to move easy and be controlled from inside the car. So the actual mechanism that holds it up or down is still in my head. I'm still working on it. But it'll be set up in a way that when it's up, it's fully supported. When it's down, it's fully supported. It's not relying on the mechanism to supply enough force to hold it up at the 30-degree angle or keep it from flapping up when it's down. So it's kind of like a toggle mechanism. If you're familiar with those, I think I'll do that. We'll go right to the body line. So that should be about level there. Close enough. All right, we'll put it right there for now. And I just took that template off the edge of the trunk. And of course, well, that side's black. Got painted for something. I get down here just a few inches and already it's a very different curve. So that will make all these templates, or all these little, wow, I can't talk. That will make it a little tricky to make all the supports across here, however many I do. Maybe I can do 5. Look at when I made this. I made this one off of that one, and this one sits level better. The trunk's not sitting level either. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. This is all cardboard and tape. It doesn't really matter. What's gonna happen when we try and pivot it and it wants to either dig in or move away from the trunk lid here? Should got some little thicker cardboard, I think. Oh, yeah, okay. Tape everywhere. Just tape everything. Just tape it all. Just make a spoiler out of duct tape. That's pretty good. Pretty flat. Not as flat as thin cardboard will get. Pretty close to 0. All right, good enough. Now, so that's the flat. That's a pretty short spoiler for a drag spoiler, because usually they come off the back of the car. I'll see if I can get a picture of some nice ones. They come out, they can come out a foot. Probably depends on the class they run, but they come off the back. They also take the sides and basically try and take flat panels off, or curved to the body side panels off. Basically, they're trying to get the air to come off the back of the car smoothly and detach somewhere back here, so the tumbling air behind the car doesn't create a lot of drag. So now, let's do some side panels. I've thought about attaching them to the ridges here, have something formed here and come up, but I think that's going to look a little ridiculous, so we're going to have just some vertical panels coming off about the midsection of the trunk, maybe a little bit behind the midsection, and come back and accommodate both the down position and the up position. I set stuff down and I can't find it. Constantly. It's right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to mark when we're level. Go up 30. All right, so that'd be the very back. That should be the highest point. Now, so this is halfway on the trunk, and there's a marker about here that's 2/3. Kind of an aesthetic thing. You use up 2/3 or 1/3 of your space, and it can look better. Problem is, I think this at half is a decent angle. At 2/3, it became a really steep angle. I think if we go farther to the front, maybe. So it'd be 1/3 of the distance back. No, wait, did I do that right? 8. No, we'd be about... I can't even do math now. So this looks pretty aggressive. Might be a little too aggressive. And it doesn't really flow with the back of the car very well. So maybe I should move this forward, move the spoiler forward so, you know, the back edge is more over this edge here. And then we'll bring this forward to the 1/3 mark. Yeah, I think we'll try that. Now I realize that the tape on here kind of messes up what it looks like for the angle, but that's better. But now the whole thing looks really high, really tall on the car. Especially when you look at it from this side. Let me bring you over. Looks really tall, really high angle. Doesn't really go with body lines. I'm kind of finding this not to be a good option. I should make one to put it on this side, and then we'll see how it looks all together. Oh, the other thing is the curve in the trunk is already causing problems. It wants to lift here really quickly. So the farther back I can have it, I think it's a straighter shot across, where this has a lot more curve in it here, which makes fitting this up a lot more difficult because it's got to have the right curve to seal off the air when it's like this, but not have a funny look. Maybe it might have a gap in the middle. This is gonna be trickier than I thought. I left this a little long and tried to shape it a little more like the back here, but it didn't really work. I'd have to make the back end quite a bit more. It could come out and loop down, but now it's sticking, you know, way far back from the trailing edge of the spoiler, which I can make the spoiler longer, but that's just extra weight. And yes, it's more downforce, but it's more force you have to resist with your mounts. See what it looks like from back here. Yeah, it's kind of looking like an old Cadillac fin now. I don't think I'm liking that. High precision tools here. Oops. Oh, now it's not gonna go back in there. Why are you fighting me now? We're almost done. That looks a lot better. What did I do? What happened here? Oh, I got it too far forward. Okay. That's what's going on. What the heck did I do? I must have moved this. Maybe we'll go back and look. I must have moved this out of this spot or something. Now my... it's whatever. I thought I had it. Anyway, that's a better look. Let me tell you, that is a better look. So this actually swoops down a little bit, and then it's got a little curve to bring it in. Well, I actually take a little more off of here, flat, and make it disappear into the trunk. And I would probably have to take this little rounded corner here and kind of duplicate it up here a little bit. The back, not sure yet. We're getting right down to our tail light, so maybe I'll pick like this bottom line here, right here, bring it up into this, curve off the back, or come down at an angle like this, find some happy angle here to this body line. Not sure yet. But that is a better look than the other options. I'm not going to get that full 30 degrees. I'm only going to get about 20. And I don't know what I did there. Something moved on me. Oh well, it's just cardboard. See how it looks on this side. Something like that. This side actually looks like it fits a little better. Anyway, that's probably it for now, because I need to go look at a field full of old cars in about 15 minutes. And I don't know if I really need to buy anything, but there might just be something in there that's too good to pass up. So watch out for maybe a video involving that. We'll take a look, see what they got. If we drag something home, yeah, it's got to be cheap, but if it's cheap, it's probably going to be rusted through. If it's rusted through, it's a lot of work. If it's a lot of work, then something's going to suffer, and it's probably going to be this. So it better be something that I can park and resist the urge to mess with for a while. But I'll keep you posted. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.